So 105th is going to be going through. This is all new development coming through here through the cross property development. The Pita Pits, there's going to be a very nice high-end car wash coming in here. There's going to be some cafes, some eateries, and some shopping retail components that are going to complement both sides of the streets here. Rosati's is a business that just opened up. They're doing very well, but all the things in here support one another. You go to Walgreens to maybe get a prescription filled or get some family things you need, and you're going to go to Strack and Van Til to get your food. Groceries, and you're going to support the local restaurants and commerce. And this is also, we consider banking row. As Tech Federal starts here, you see other banks that are up and down the corridor here with Main Source, First Financial, and other ones that have opened up recently. Coin Veterinary, a $5 million investment. It's a animal hospital that's here in Crown Point. It's the new flagship for the Coin family, and these are all positive applications because Crown Point is a very growing community, very fast. Chris, we've had 200 new home starts on the average for the last 6 years in a row. That's wow. 1,200 homes being built in the city of Crown Point, where people are putting their flags here, raising their families, and you have to provide resources, amenities to match that as well. So we've got to be smart on what we do here.
Talk about 200 home starts a year. How's that compare to a traditional Northwest Indiana community? Let's say somebody of similar size. How are you growing compared to another community?
Well, it's going to be kind of unfair if you compare our home starts to like Whiting or Hammond or East Chicago or stuff like that. They're pretty much.
They're so established already.
Yeah, they're built out. I mean, you can't, unless Joe's going to come up with a way to build homes on the lake, which probably does. Yeah. I'm sure he's thought about.
He's trying it with the rafts this year.
He's trying to see how that works out. But I mean, they're pretty much already all at capacity. So the growth's going to happen here in the city of Crown Point, or it's going to happen in Winfield, or it's going to happen in St. John. It's going to happen in Cedar Lake or Lowell, or the unincorporated areas of South Lake County. So you've got to be able to have a good comprehensive plan in place, so you're matching the growth and keep residential neighborhoods safe and sound, and allowing people to get away from the hustle and bustle that's out there every day, but still have the ability to be close enough to resources that they can have goods and services or things that make it a walkable city, something that's non-motorized, from your bicycle trails to walking paths to just other things are going to make
stop and see the geese.
Yeah, make things more attractive. Yeah, they're going to be all over the place. So it's a very delicate combination. So all these teams have to work in collaboration together on the same message and the same vision, and that's sort of getting back to the sports application, that you got to have special teams playing well, you got to have defense playing well, offense playing well, the line's got to block, the guy's got to get open, the quarterback's got to get separation, so that's the recipe. We have a lot of tourism that come to Crown Point because of our sports complex. We get 750,000 people visit Crown Point yearly just to play sports, and a lot of these people are not from this area, so they're traveling. That's their vacation. That's their they're playing through their kids on through application of sports. So our sports complex is our attraction. That's our big box, and so without a big box, you're not going to get the junior boxes or the smaller ancillary things. We're like a marriage maker, a matchmaker of marriage, right? I have to put this developer and this big box or small box or this opportunity to come together, because we don't own the land. We can give some incentives. We can give you that bottle of wine, so to say, and give you the rose.
Set you up on the date.
Yeah, but it's up to you guys to come together and make that marriage happen. And that's kind of what we do each and every day. So this is South Main Street here. You can see that our high school, which is built, this high school, I believe, was in 2003 when the renovation or the new high school opened up. The housing stock that we're going to go into here as we enter Yuki Country Club, Regency in Providence is building homes here. Crown Point has the marketplace for any different types of economic background that people have, what they can afford. You can buy a house in Crown Point, brand new house, for as little as $140,000. You're not going to get much of a yard, but you might get things that are going to be something that's a good starter home for you. You're not renting, you're owner, so you feel like your money's going towards a value. So if you do flip the house and build your equity, you can add it to another big house, to as high as $1 million houses in Whitehawk or over in Copper Creek. So this is a development here that's taken off. This is part of our housing stock that's added to that 200 new home starts every year. These houses here are anywhere from 2, 3, 4 bedroom houses that go for anywhere from the 180s to the lower 300s. Again, it all depends on the square footage, number of bedrooms you need, and the size yard that you want. So it's something for everybody that wants to come to Crown Point. The average new home start in Crown Point is about $268,000. So that has gone up in each and every year, which provides net worth to an existing housing stock. I always tell people, as an elected official, our scorecard is if we're worth more tomorrow than we were today, we're doing the right job. I know we just passed the YMCA over there.
Just going to mention that. You got a $35 million
expansion. It's going to be an incredible addition to the city, Crown Point, and an incredible addition to South Lake County. They anticipate having close to 17,000, maybe to 20,000 members once this facility is built. $35 million expansion. Couldn't be done without the Dean and Barbara White Foundation and their contribution, and the other White family members, especially through Craig's leadership. He's fostered an ability to not only put money out of his own pocket into the deal, but work with the foundation and puts the community dollars behind it as well. The White family, the foundation, is immensely responsible for a lot of the good positive things happening in Crown Point. So on the north end here, you'll have a band shell. So we can have concert series. We're going to have performing arts, different things. The middle part here will be our activity center, outdoor activity center, where in the summertime, under roof, with open side air, so you can see the downtown and the surrounding areas. You'll have car cruises, farmers markets. You can rent it for wedding receptions. It's going to be a huge footprint. 80 by 200 hockey rink is going to be built on here. Now you look at what Mayor Costas has in Valparaiso. It's about 25,000 square feet, just a little bigger than the Rockefeller Center in New York. That'll be about a third of the size of what this will be.
Wow.
And so we're gonna bring our Crown Point Hockey Club, which normally plays in the Midwest Hockey in St. John. They're gonna have the ability to play home games here in kind of like the Winter Classic format.
Yeah.
Fans are gonna be able to come out and watch and support our local hockey. I'm sure other hockey enthusiasts are going to come out and want to play on their own. When it's not being hockey, it's going to be open skating for families to come out and learn how to skate in the wintertime. Then we're going to have our new Civic Center on the footprint over this way. We're going to have a fire pit. We're going to have a splash pad. So all this stuff's going to be a 12-month downtown resource center and activity center that's going to produce family activities. Some of it's going to be free activities. Some of it's going to be pay-as-you-go type of activities. There'll be rental opportunities for you to do different things. The seniors will have a new home within the Civic Center, new amenities, because the Civic Center they have now is it's outdated. We're spending more money on it. It's not energy efficient. So
you're going to do all that
in
a year?
Within a year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and again, it's probably close to an $8 to $9 million project, and the city's going to be in for half, and the foundation from the Dean and Barbara White is already committed on the other half of this as well.
Wow.
So this is our sports complex. This is a 95-acre complex that originally back was our water department before we got Lake Michigan Water back in the 90s. So this is where we used to have our wells. and our treatment plant, and this is what serviced Crown Point. And this would be, an area of many years of dumping grounds. Back here where you see these fields here, this is where we used to dump all our old dirt, from water main breaks to concrete replacement sidewalks, and it was just a tremendous, it was a brownfield, so to say. So these are 3 fields here. These are adult size, 300-foot fences. And you can see right now they're already set up for 200-foot fences. So we must have some youth play going on here, a tournament coming up here. So we're able to take all 9 softball fields. 5 of those 9 are adult size, or all 9 could be youth size 200-foot fence complex here. So we can have over 200 teams be playing here.
Wow.
What you're seeing now here is our Cal Ripken complex. This completely had a facelift over the last few years. Again, Dean and Barbara White Foundation was a partner with this as well. The city's redevelopment commission played a part in this as well. We've changed the architectural look of all the fields. If you can see, all our sports complexes have the brick background backstops, the black wrought iron fencing or black chain link fencing. It's kind of a unique signature that we have when you come to our sportsplex. It all kind of looks the same. Our major league field that's on the other side over there, is we got box seats, so you feel like it's a minor league ballpark. You can see all the fields are slightly raised up.
Yep.
Okay, that's because that's the drainage system that's down below. All these fields drain down below. We can get an inch of rain in these fields and play an hour later.
Wow.
So very little rainouts. It's really cool to be a kid in Crown Point. I mean, I wish I could go back to be a kid and play in these fields. When I played growing up, we didn't have lights. We played out in the middle of a cornfield, and if they had to grow corn that year, we didn't have a baseball field. You can see the dome here. That's a 120,000 square foot facility, privately owned. We own the land. We lease it to the dome owners here, and Jacqueline and Taney have privately invested. Their doctors invested in Crown Point to provide everything you see outdoors. You play it indoors 12 months out of the year. So that field in there is can have an international sized soccer field on it. To have indoor sports outdoors year round, because we live in Northwest Indiana, Chris.
Yeah.
So you get all 4 seasons in one day sometimes. So we're entering one of our, they call this the Taj in-house. This is a bathroom facility and a big press box upstairs that control this field here. This field here is 750 seats of box seats inside. It's our championship style field. So all the fields that you see here will gravitate to this field for our championship field here. We have an observation deck above our concession stand here, so people go upstairs, enjoy our concessions by still watching all our sports being played around here. You got box seats, you got bleachers, you got the brick decor, you got they got the in-ground dugouts here. Everything's well manicured, everything drains well. You've got the the professional inning by inning scoreboards. You got the individual placards on the buildings here indicating the sports that are played here. There's a lot of details that went into this complex here.